Aaron Rodgers finally responded to the news when asked if free agency wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. should be signed for the mighty Packers or not. This has been a source of speculation for quite some time. He is said to want to sign a contract by the middle of November, but there's still a lot that's in the air. According to rumors, his signing will be a big surprise. Let's find out more. First up, Aaron Rodgers' thoughts about Odell Beckham Jr. signing. Before the much anticipated signing, there was a lot of speculation about which team the wide receiver would join. The Green Bay Packers have been linked to him since they attempted to sign him last year, so the odds are in their favor. Following the Packers' 27-22 loss to the New York Giants on Sunday, he was asked about the possibility of signing OBJ. According to his statement at Pro Football Reference, he does not appear to be one to make assumptions. Additionally, he mentioned Odell Beckham Jr. and said that he is not healthy and feels there is no point in commenting until his health is back on track. Additionally, he hopes to bring people to his squad who ensured their win. Also, not to forget, Rodgers loves OBJ and wishes him good luck with his health, and he hoped for his speedy recovery all along. As of now, he has not signed a contract since injuring his ACL in Super Bowl 56 while playing for the Rams. Moreover, when the seasoned wide receiver returns from injury and is eligible to test out for possible teams, he will likely have a slew of suitors. Moving forward, why do Packers need OBJ? The Green Bay Packers have forced Aaron Rodgers to make the most of their broad receiver group during his 18-year career. Additionally, they can reduce their reliance on their senescent quarterback by signing Odell Beckham Jr. Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs are two appealing rookies selected by the team in the 2022 NFL Draft. Although, even if Doubs, the fourth-round steal, appears to be a tremendous treasure, Watson must show his worth as a top 40 pick before being considered. Even if these two develop into what the Packers think they will, their best years are still likely ahead. Apart from the two rookies, most of the wide receivers are Randall Cobb and Alan Lazard. The team's quarterback, Aaron, has won back-to-back NFL MVP awards, but as he approaches 40, he needs to do more to boost their chances of winning a Super Bowl ring before it's too late. The former Rams playmaker is the most obvious choice to solve the problem. Anyone who has seen the Green Bay Packers play knows they require a capable wide receiver. Odell Beckham Jr. is present without a team while rehabbing from an ACL injury, but if his health is in order, this will be a match made in heaven. Up next, could the 3-2 Packers be interested? While Rodgers wishes all health to OBJ, it is a question running through many people's minds if the Packers are genuinely interested in getting him on board. While fans were waiting for an official statement, he came out of the woods to clear the air. It has been speculated and come to the front that he is about to sign a contract by the end of November 2022. The man is ready to get out on the field with the Packers. The offense has struggled at times this season after outstanding wide receiver Davante Adams has moved away by the Packers because Adams and the team could not agree on a contract extension. Wide receiver Marquez Valdes-Scantling also left Green Bay in free agency. His attempts to mesh with the overhauled receiving group have had mixed results after 5 weeks. Even though he declined to comment on a potential OBJ trade, it is clear that the Packers' central quarterback would not be opposed to bringing in a receiver of his stature. It's clear to the Packers that his leadership is not easily replaceable. His tactics are what gives a boost to the entire squad, and the Packers are hoping to have him back on their team. Coming up, here's what went down at the Pat McAfee Show. Green Bay Packers quarterback spoke with the Pat McAfee Show on Tuesday about the team's loss to the New York Giants and their upcoming game against the New York Jets on Sunday. Aaron Rodgers' appearance on the weekly show was a bit exciting. He said that he had a fantastic time in London, claiming that at least 70% of the people in attendance at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium were Packers fans. Overall, it looked like a pleasant journey. He called Giants defensive lineman Dexter Lawrence a fantastic player, but according to the Packers' interior offensive line, he's one of the best defenders they've faced this season. He further added that he was not criticizing Jair Alexander after the Giants' loss. Instead, he stated that his role as the team's mouthpiece is to install motivational stories in the locker room and refocus the squad in time for Sunday's game against the Jets. According to Rodgers, A.J. Dillon would have scored maybe on the 4th down play. Moving on, Davante Adams and the Packers. Aaron hit Randall Cobb 13 times as the Green Bay Packers Packers, who were 3-2, crumbled in the second half in London. After a catastrophic meltdown in Kansas City, he hit a cameraman and slammed his helmet Friday night. The Las Vegas Raiders have a 1-4 record. There are no winners in his transaction right now, but who knows where the Packers will be at the end of the year, let alone in 3 to 5 years. Green Bay obtained Quay Walker and Christian Watson as part of the trade that separated the NFL's best quarterback receiving combo. Even though Walker appears to be a rising star, the Packers must approach everything with his expiring window in mind. When he is on the field, the Packers are a title contender. When he leaves, they become a question mark. As a result, Watson is currently rarely given field positions. Through 5 weeks, there have been mixed results as he attempts to meld with his revamped receiver group. The Packers franchise quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, would not specifically comment on a potential OBJ signing. Still, he would not be against bringing in a receiver of Beckham's talent. Not to forget, Packers Aaron Rodgers wanted a more extended London trip. The Packers flew across the pond on the 13th of October, Thursday night before arriving on Sunday morning, following 31 plays in London. NFL teams are starting to grasp how to travel despite Rodgers' protests. Even after being 3-1 in 4 games, the Packers haven't played like the NFC's top seed. A defeat would place them in the center of the conference, potentially giving the Vikings a 1-game advantage with a head-to-head victory in the north. First up, the route. There are 2 possible routes for an NFL club to get to London. They have 2 options: either go early in the week and acclimate to the 5-hour time zone difference, or travel later and just play what will naturally seem like a morning game. He was not a fan of the Packers' decision to fly across the pond on Thursday before the game on Sunday morning. Although, when asked when the Packers were traveling abroad, he responded that they were, along with his opinions on the matter, during his weekly appearance on the Pat McAfee Show. He wants to leave a bit late, but Thursday is the night of his departure, a little unusual, but he's unable to take a break after he gets to the destination. As he stated, the team is disheartened, but Aaron is all set for the training on the 14th of October. Next up, a must-win for the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers would still need to win, and it wouldn't matter whether the Week 5 Packers-Giants game turns out to be in London, Green Bay, New Jersey, or Westeros. The Minnesota Vikings defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Week 1. The Minnesota Vikings defeated the Chicago Bears in Week 2. The lowly Minnesota Vikings beat the Chicago Bears in Week 3. And the Bailey Zappi-led New England Patriots defeat in overtime in Week 4. Through 4 weeks, the Giants' rushing offense has ranked the best in the NFL. On the other hand, Saquon Barkley and the team's defense are emphasized by new head coach Brian Daboll, who is downplaying the team's quarterback Daniel Jones, and wideout the group as deficiencies. Lastly, the uncertainties. While Rodgers and the offense struggled to gel in 2022, a Packers victory would maintain the team in the upper half of the NFC. A defeat would place the Packers in the center of the conference, potentially giving the Vikings a 1-game advantage with a head-to-head victory in the north, and the Giants, among others, a 1-game advantage with a head-to-head win of their own in the battle for the wild card. Even though it's still early in the season, it's never too early to start worrying about the consequences of losing against the conference's best opponents. Additionally, for a club with championship hopes like the Packers, losing to a team that appears to be succeeding with a certain degree of smoke and mirrors, like the Giants are, is unsettling. That's a wrap. Do you think OBJ will sign this deal soon? Let us know. Give this video a thumbs up and follow our channel to see more content. See you at the next one.